Hi, we are at the very last session of the Oracle SQL course, and this is on chapter 12 where we discuss other database objects. Objectives of the session is to understand what the nextval and carvel pseudocolumns are, using the sequence, modifying the sequence, removing the sequence, taking note of indexes, and creating of synonyms. After you've created your sequence, the server generates sequential numbers for use in your tables. Reference the sequence values by using the nextval and carvel pseudocolumns. You must qualify nextval with the sequence name. When you reference the sequence name.nextval, a new sequence number is generated and the current sequence number is placed in the carvel pseudocolumn. You must qualify carvel with the sequence name. When the sequence name.carvel is referenced, the last value returned is displayed. Carvel now obtains the current sequence value. Nextval must be issued for a specific sequence before carvel contains a value. Rules for using nextval and carvel may be studied as self-study. See slide 12.9 in your Oracle SQL manual. Using the sequence, problem 1 asks us to add a new record to table BK orders. For customer 1005, reference the new order number using your ORD sequence to sequence. The order date must be the current date and the shipment date must be 7 days later. Hereafter, query the orders of customer number 1005. The solution is insert into BK orders, order number, customer number, order date, ship date, values in the same order, but now you have to use the sequence. So ORD sequence 2.nextval. Pay attention to the use of the sequence to generate a new order number. 1005 is a customer number, the order date is sysdate, and the ship date is 7 days later, so therefore sysdate plus 7. Then we query the table, the row that was inserted to see. So select star from BK orders, where customer number equals 1005. Okay, and if you look at the output now, it says customer number 1005 has got 3 orders, 1000, 1009, 1029. And then if you look at the last order that was added, number 1021, its order date and ship date, you'll see that the order date is 7th of April, but the ship date is 7 days later. Using a sequence in your textbook is also for self-study. Modifying the sequence, use the alter sequence statements to change the increment value, maximum value, minimum value, cycle option or cache option. Here is an example in your textbook, alter sequence. That was a specific sequence in your textbook called depth ID sequence. Increment by 20, max value 999999, no cache, no cycle, and Oracle must tell you the sequence has been altered. See the guidelines for modifying the sequence on slide 1213 of your textbook. Removing the sequence. Remove a sequence from data dictionary by using the drop sequence statement. Once removed, the sequence can no longer be used or referenced. The syntax is drop sequence, the name of the sequence. For example, drop sequence ORD sequence 2. Indexes, although it's for self-study, I just want to make you aware of the following few points. An Oracle Server Index is a schema object that can speed up the retrieval of rows by using a pointer. The index provides direct and fast access to rows in a table. Index can be created explicitly or implicitly or automatically. The index is used and maintained automatically by the Oracle server. Once an index is created, no direct activity is required by the user. The user shouldn't even be aware of the index then. If you do not have an index on a column, then a full table scan will occur. The rest of the theory on indexes is for self-study. See the slides from 1215 until the end of 1222. Synonyms on 1223. To refer to a table owned by another user, you need to prefix the table name with the name of the user or the schema of the user who created it, followed by a period. Creating a synonym eliminates the need to qualify the object name with the schema and provides you with an alternative name for a view, table, sequence, procedure, or any other objects. This method is especially useful with lengthy object names such as views. The syntax is listed below. Keyword create, optionally public, keyword synonym, the name of the synonym for object. Remember that the synonym is another name for the same object. In the syntax, public creates a synonym accessible to all users. So if you want the synonym just to be available for you, you'll just say create synonym and the name of the synonym. If you want it for all the users to use, then you say create public synonym and the name of the synonym. Synonym is the name of the synonym to be created. Object identifies the object for which the synonym is created. A private synonym name must be distinct from all other objects owned by the same user. In other words, the synonym may not have the same name as any other object owned by the user. So if you've got a table, a view, and a synonym, all three of them must have different names. You can't have a table named student, a view named student, and a synonym named student. The different objects must have different names. No two objects can have the same name. Creating an example of a synonym. Example number 2 asks us to assign another name named OS2 for the sequence named order sequence number 2. However, you will have to create a sequence again as we dropped the sequence previously. Otherwise, you will get a mistake. So the solution is create synonym OS2 for order sequence 2. Removing a synonym. The syntax for removing a synonym is drop synonym and the name of the synonym. Example number 3 asks us to remove the synonym created in example 2. So drop synonym OS2. This was the last session of this course, and the next session will cover some exercises. I enjoyed presenting this course to you, making all these videos. It took me 4 days just to convert the PowerPoint presentations into the videos, so I hope you make use of them and you enjoyed it and that you'll do very well with this course in your assessments. Thank you very much.